Welcome back to Organized Chaos, Stories with Shabana. This is the place where life's beautiful messes transform into wisdom, laughter, and inspiration. In each episode, I'll be sharing real stories, mine and others, about the twists, turns, and unexpected lessons that life brings. Together, let's learn to turn life's messes into messages, struggles into stories, and chaos into clarity. So come join me, friends, while I remind you the true magic is with us all. We hold the power to create a life we not only like, but love. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Organized Chaos. I feel like I have so many stories, I don't even know where to start. So I guess I'll just unravel backwards and see where the conversation leads. Last night was Halloween. The youngest was a matching cheerleader with her best friend. I dropped her off at 5, and then David picked her up around 8 o'clock. They had food, they went trick-or-treating, and they had a great time. The middle child had baseball from 5 to 6, so he wasn't home until 6:30. He took a quick shower and was going to head out to a friend's house, and he was all ready to go. And he got a costume. He's always asked to be an inflatable, and I've always said no for some reason, but this year I said yes. So he was covered in all black from head to toe with a mask and gloves and feet and this it looked like a sumo wrestler, but all black and inflatable. It was like the funniest costume. And then last minute, his friend texted him and said, "It is raining. We are not going trick-or-treating." So he's like, "Mom, what do I do?" And I said, well, it's up to you. You can go and hang out with your friend or just stay home and we can see if anybody else can go trick-or-treating. He had his heart set on wearing this costume. It was very important to him. So, and truthfully, 2 hours earlier, I was on the phone with my best friend saying that I was super bummed because all 3 kids were going in different directions. And usually all the kids come to our house and we go trick-or-treating as a big group. And this was the first year that we weren't going as a group in the neighborhood, and I was super bummed and disappointed. So I was kind of excited that his friend last minute canceled on their plans. So I just said, Ryan, we're not wasting this costume, so let's go trick-or-treating. So even though it was literally pouring, raining out, it was coming down in buckets. It was so wet out yesterday. It was bad. And it had been kind of dry during the day. So I was oh, maybe the rain will hold out. Maybe it will be fine. Nope. Just Washington. Just pouring rain again. And it made my heart so happy. Ryan is 5'9". He's in 9th grade and he's happily trick-or-treating, getting drenched. And he was so polite. Every time he rang the doorbell and someone answered, he's trick or treat, happy Halloween, thank you. And I know it's silly because of course at this age we expect them to act a certain way, but it was so nice to see him happy and polite and receiving candy and having such a great time. Kind of just the 2 of us. And he's well, where's your trick-or-treating bag? And I was oh shoot, I didn't bring one. I was that's okay. You'll share your candy with me. It's fine. He's all right. And then, because prior to that, I had dropped Jasmine off at a friend's house and I had dropped Michael off at a friend's house and then Ryan was still at baseball. So I was passing out candy and I was just so surprised how many kids didn't say trick or treat or happy Halloween or thank you. So I don't know what's going on with this generation, but I was just so happy that Ryan was so polite when we went trick-or-treating. At that point, we were done trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. Ryan and I got home. Jasmine was home. And then I got a message from our oldest, and he was saying that that his friends didn't know how to trick-or-treat, and he was ready to come home. So I pick him up, and I say, "So what happened? What do you mean your friends don't know how to trick-or-treat?" He's well, they had costumes, but they forgot to bring bags. And so they took brown paper bags. And since it was raining, one of the bags got a hole in them and all the bags got wet and soaked. So I'm just ready to go hit up our neighborhood. I was all right, let's go trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. So at this point, it's dark, it's late, it's 9 o'clock, it's raining. And so I'm like, we are just going to kind of drive through our neighborhood. I already know which houses people are still giving out candy because Ryan and I had already gone through the neighborhood and stuff. So Michael's jumping out, knocking on doors, getting candy, jumping back in the car, and we're driving through the neighborhood, just the two of us. And it like made me so happy that all I wanted to do is take my kids trick-or-treating, and it all worked out. And sometimes it's like you just have to surrender and let things go and allow, because in the end, as a parent, I want my kids to be happy and I want them to choose what they're going to choose. And they all wanted to be with their friends, and I was okay with that. And it was neat that in the end that they all did get to be with their friends, because Ryan did have baseball prior to Halloween activities. And then at the end, I still got to spend time with two of them and take them trick-or-treating regardless of the weather. So I guess in the end, like, everything always works out. It's just having a perspective of just allowing and receiving whatever life is going to throw at you or towards you. And, okay. And then I guess I didn't say what Michael was. Michael went as a plastic water bottle, and it was just such a funny costume. Because, of course, he decided, this happened last year too. This time we had more time, but he decided on Monday, Halloween landed on a Friday this year, but he decided the Monday of the week of Halloween that he was going to dress up and go trick-or-treating with friends and go to a party. So we went to Walmart on Monday to find him a costume. We pick up like this like killer clown costume, and I'm like, it's all right. I guess if you want to be it, you can be it. And he's like, okay. And then I was like, let's just look for a size that may fit you better. And so we were looking through things, and we come across this plastic water bottle costume. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. And he's like, oh, I want to be this. I was like, you do? He's like, yeah, this is really funny. So Michael has like this, they all have a good sense of humor, but Michael has this like different funny sense of humor that I appreciate it about him so much. So he was a water bottle, and I don't know, it all worked out how it was supposed to work out. And then everybody was home by 9:30, and we were done with all the Halloween festivities. And then Jasmine went to bed because they have been gone all day today. Today's November 1st, and there was a horse show that she went to with David. And then the boys ended up staying up late last night playing video games online with friends. So all in all, happy November 1st, and I hope you all had a happy, healthy, fun, I guess not healthy per se, Halloween, doing whatever you do, and welcome to a new month. All right, love you all. Thanks for listening in. Have a great day. Bye. Hey you, yes you. Thank you so much for listening to Organized Chaos, Stories with Shabana. If you love this episode as much as I did, hit that subscribe button, leave an outstanding review, and share it with a friend who needs some inspiration. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember, in every bit of chaos, there is always a story waiting to emerge. Who knows, maybe sharing your story might inspire others to share theirs. The possibilities are endless. Let's live in the possibilities. This podcast is sponsored by Happy Mail. I created Happy Mail for when you don't have the words, Happy Mail does. Happy Mail sends handwritten cards of encouragement that uplift, comfort, and reminds everyone they matter. Happy Mail is better than a McDonald's Happy Meal, spreading kindness, not calories. Click the link in the show notes and get your Happy Mail sent ASAP. Limited to U.S. residents only.